My name is Courtney Kraft. I'm a senior loan officer with GVC Mortgage, and we're going to talk about the steps of a pre-approval and the documents that you need to be a pre-approved buyer. When you're going to be a home buyer, your first step is going to be talking to a lender or your financial advisor of choice. And typically they're going to advise you to fill out an application. So I always like to tell my clients what is an application and what it is not. What it is an information gathering process. Back in the day, like when we had MapQuest and we were printing out our directions, like this was your starting address before you figured out where you were going. What it is not is it's not a test. So there's no wrong answers. You can't really screw this up. Your job when you're doing the application is just to be as thorough as possible. So the application process is gonna be our ability to see where you're starting from so we can begin guiding you on where you wanna go. So the application is gonna be your name, your social security number, and your date of birth. From this, we're gonna have the opportunity to pull our credit report. The credit report is such an important piece of information because it's going to tell us the obvious, your credit score, but also the other financing obligations you've already signed up for prior to getting a mortgage. Because we're gonna have to factor in those monthly payments that you are already obligated to pay and making sure you can afford those, plus this new home loan. The next part of the application is gonna be how you earn your income. For many people, how they earn their income is gonna be through employment. But for some of us, it could be Social Security, disability, pensions, annuities, child support. We never wanna omit those other sources of income because those are types of income that we can use to qualify you for your home loan. The last part of this application is gonna be your assets. This is your ability to pay for your down payment and closing costs, and also give us an indication if we have to look at any down payment assistance programs or ask for seller concessions as part of your offer. You're gonna say, this is my employment history. We're gonna say, great. We're gonna need those W-2s that verify that those were the jobs that you'd worked in the past. Then you're gonna say, this is how much money I have in the bank, and we're gonna also need bank statements that corroborate that information. This is how we ensure that the information you fill out can be verified, so the information we give you, which is a pre-approval letter, is for sure without any turbulence that we can avoid up front. Then we put this all together and we review this. In order to start matching you up with the best loan programs, your credit score, which we already talked about, is gonna look like a key to access every loan program that exists. Once we find out which loan program is gonna fit you best, then those guidelines are gonna apply to the rest of this information. It's gonna tell us how we need to address the income and how much assets we need to pay for down payment and closing cost.